Okay then, check this out for some retro gaming brilliance. Sorry about that, guys, but I absolutely love the intro to Banjo Kazooie. It is utterly superb. So I just had to share that with you. So yeah, this is basically the Xbox Live Arcade port. It's by 4J Studios, I do believe, who have also done Banjo Tooie and the incoming Perfect Dark, which has been sadly delayed. And this is so good. A lot of people aren't a huge fan. I don't know why. Everything about it, I mean, the presentation alone is just excellent. But I've been playing this for a while now, so I'll just show you where I am. Now, what they've cleverly done with this is it was either John Pickford or Steve Pickford, basically one of the Pickford brothers, pointed out that all they've really done with Banjo and Kazooie is they've taken Mario's abilities and they've just shared them between two characters, which sounds ridiculous, but it's a pretty clever idea. And obviously, as you can see, basically certain areas, until you unlock abilities, you can't get into them. And it's the progression structure that works so well in Banjo Kazooie. Basically, what happens is that there's jiggies which have to be found in each level, and when you've got enough, you basically open up new stages. So, if I can remember where I actually got to, I'll show you one of the actual levels. Let's have a look and see what's in there. But this is a truly impressive port. I mean, a lot of people might be put off by the fact that obviously everything looks so sharp and fake. But I just think the character design of Banjo and Kazooie was always brilliant, and this port just simply highlights that. Music's absolutely superb in this game. In fact, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I actually prefer this to Super Mario 64. Now I know that I've probably lost a lot of respect with the retro gaming community there, but I really don't care. I just love this game. It's so good. Anyway, I'm going to get to an actual level so you can see some of its brilliance for yourself. Okay then, so this is Treasure Trove Cove. It's got amazingly jaunty music. You can't stay in the water for too long because a shark will go after you. And as with the Mario games, there's loads of different quests for you to do. And I think this is the stage where you're introduced to flying. Let's have a word with Bottles and see what he's going to tell me. You can leap really high with the shock jump. Spring stand on a blah blah blah. Right. I don't know what I'm doing. Now, a lot of people aren't really too keen on a lot of rare 3D platformers because they basically say that the focus is on far too much collecting and not enough doing. I don't really agree with this. You could argue that Banjo Tooie maybe goes a bit in the wrong direction, but in terms of balance, I think everything was perfect in Banjo Kazooie. Basically, you had your jingos to find, you had your jiggies. And again, I think what a lot of other people forget with 3D games in particular is obviously when you're playing 2D titles, the journey's linear. You're going from left to right, right to left. But when you've got these big, huge, open games worlds, you just need to do something a little bit more with them. And if that means making your exploring by, you know, collecting all different things, so be it. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so this is Spiral Mountain. This is where your quest begins. And it's quite clever because the whole section is split into various bits where you'll learn your new moves. You'll get more as you play the rest of the game, but it's a nice introduction to Banjo and Kazooie's powers. Gives you a bit of time to basically get to know the bear. Originally, he was actually going to be a boy. A lot of people don't know this, but we did a making of we did a making in Retro Gamer quite a few years ago now, and we were able to speak to the main guys who worked in the game, and they shared quite a few secrets with us. So check out back issue if you can find it. But it's a wonderful little game. And it's a pity, really, that Rare haven't been releasing more titles. Because I'd love to see. I know GoldenEye's never going to happen, but I would love to see stuff like Blast Corps, Jet Force Gemini, maybe even Killer Instinct. This is the very first world that you go into. No, I've actually, obviously, already completed everything here. But again, I just want to show you, and again, little touches like this. Go underground, and the music completely changes. Nice echoey feel to it. And I love Rare. I really do. I mean, a lot of people now say that they're well past their sell-by-date idiots. They're not. They're absolutely sodding brilliant. I mean, you've only got to play Viva Pinata and Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts just to see that they're still incredibly talented developers. I can never have enough Rare Me. Now, one of the nice touches that you can do in Banjo Kazooie is that when you meet up with the Witch Doctor, whose name Mumbo Jumbo, there it is, he'll actually transform you into various creatures. And the very first one he transforms you into, as you see now, come on, transform me, you bugger. Is a little termite. Now this termite's ability is he can climb areas which Banjo couldn't hope to reach, and it basically opens up whole new sections of the game. As you'll see now when we go in the termite mound. But again though, to me this is the brilliance of Banjo Kazooie. It's constantly challenging you. It's got truly beautifully designed levels, amazing music, an exceptionally good camera, which doesn't really, if ever, bugger up. Sorry, I'm shit at this. And it really is one of those rare games that, you know, even now, it's the original, it must be over a decade old now, when it first came out in the N64. But even now, it's still utterly brilliant and well worth the 1,200, for fuck's sake, well worth the 1,200 points that it currently sells for. Oh, I love it. It's a great game, and you really, really do need to play it if you've never played it. You're missing out on one of the classics. This is Darren Jones from Retro Gamer. I'll be back with more videos very, very soon. Bye, guys.